My name is Kizito Samuel, a principal health training institution in charge for Porto College of Health Sciences. It would have started yesterday because we need to upgrade the status of the clinical officer. It would have started yesterday, but what was happening was that they had not approved the training. Now that National Council of Higher Education has approved the curriculum, I think the training can go on. Number one is National Council of Higher Education. Number two is Ministry of Education and Sports. Number three is the Ministry of Health. Yes, very importantly, because one, what we have the Allied Health Professionals Council, where the medical clinical officers fall. And I happen to be a member of the Medical Clinical Officers Board. And the planning process, what we have gone through, curriculum, looking for accreditation, we have gone through that. But National Council is the one which decides. But it is a tripartite kind of arrangement where we have BTVET, Ministry of Education and Sports, Ministry of Health, and the National Council of Higher Education. These others will come in to follow just. Otherwise, it is a welcome idea. What I have learned, number one, is that in Uganda, we have been lagging behind. We have been under the mercy of the doctor, waiting for the doctor to make decisions. They had even landlocked us. We are not progressing to study bachelors. What has been keeping us behind is the degree. Now that the gates have been opened, people are going to progress from degree, masters, and even PhD. Like I was sharing with these people here, I realized that people can progress within their career, not jumping from clinical officer to public health, not from clinical officer to medicine. So I believe the clinical officer fraternity can go on well if we follow this progression. Sincerely, we have discussed that with the one of Kenya in Egerton University. We said there should be a meeting and we harmonize the training, the curricula for both diploma and the curricula for both degree, because many times we find out that some Ugandans trained, some people trained in Uganda as clinical officers, they cannot measure to the satisfaction of the Kenyan government, and they are made to sit and do internship, and they are also made to do an examination before they register them in their councils. So I believe it is important for us to harmonize the curriculum so that one can move from Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Rwanda, and anywhere and be able to work without difficulty. So harmonization is highly welcome. We were even proposing some dates. Is it around July? We were proposing that date.
Between
July and August. Yes, please. I highly recommend that, sir, because we should not remain stagnant and being oppressed by other medical officers who look at us as diploma holders only. The message I have for them is to encourage them continue upgrading and upgrading until we reach somewhere at a PhD level or N level which is satisfactory, so that we can survive independently, not depending on somebody else. The exchange programs are very important, very important. I recommend them because that is where you can borrow a leaf, you can go for benchmarking, learn what is happening on the other side. They also learn from us. It will be very, very useful if there is an exchange program. I do recommend the CPDs because it is out of the CPDs that we can get more skills and knowledge in whatever we are doing. No, the clinical officer word cuts across, so there is a different nomenclature, but it cuts across. Like I have seen people from South Africa, Malaysia, America, many countries. So we are saying the clinical officer is not limited not only to Uganda or East Africa, but it cuts across the nation. And because of this global association of clinical officers, the GACOPA, I believe it is not an African association. It cuts across. It is an encompassing body to protect and help the clinical officers prosper. It is a good idea for Uganda to host this because many of the people who have not attended here, they were just handcuffed because of the financial costs. They would have attended in big numbers, but because of the fear of new land and the implications of finance, it has not been possible. It is only the few you have seen from Uganda who have made it. They are united, they are together. The lesson I have learned from them, they are not like our Ugandans who are apart. The Kenyan counterparts are united, and probably they have another binding association in Kenya, which is so binding that everybody is touched and has come. I encourage all Ugandan clinical officers to come on the board, and we begin the journey to success. It is with only the associations that we can succeed. They should join the association and work together.